to the good defense.
Yeah, could have been avoided. Chargers just a little too anxious there.
So Meigs kind of gets it back after a first down on the roughing the kicker penalty. There's a handoff to the right side. Being knocked down is Dylan Neely. Brings it out to around the 37-yard line.
DJ King on the defense for the Chargers.
Charger defense out there, and we want to recognize these defensive guys that do all of the dirty work, including Brandon Parton, the junior, 216 pounds. Big number 73. Meigs County with a second down and 8 to go. And there's a delayed motion play that's going absolutely nowhere. Off the top of the pile comes Ben Bogus. That's weird, Eddie. He's usually on the bottom of the pile, and Ben was on the top of the pile that time.
Yeah, the Meigs County ball carrier got jammed by a host of Charger defensive players, and it just seems like that whatever hole that the Tigers find, the Chargers are there to fill it up, and they're doing a good job.
Chargers leading 48-0. If you've not been tuned in earlier, we got 2:26 left here in the third quarter. There's a little pitch over to the ball carrier, and he makes it out around the 39-yard line before he is knocked back by 3 or 4 defenders of the Chargers.
Shoot on the carry for the Tigers.
Taylor Watson, one of the tacklers on that play. Boy, it's good to have Taylor back.
Yes, it is. Anytime that you have an injury, especially when you're a senior, you want to heal quick so you can get back in the game.
Good to have Jordan Jackson back after a 2-game suspension. He's back in the lineup. If the Chargers get those injuries healed up that they have to some other players, man. Meigs County kicks it away. They get the kickoff to Josh Moss. Let's see if it's a reverse. Moss coming across the field. He comes across the 40-yard line, across the 50. He breaks for open ground. If there are no flags, Josh Moss is going to take it all the way in the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I tell you what, Moss, he caught the football and swung wide to the right, took it all the way into the end zone, just cut through that Tiger defense.
Well, we're going to say a 40-yard touchdown on the punt. Make it 55 total on the touchdown run.
Jamin Godfrey for the extra points for the Chargers. Shane Moses will hold.
Well, the Chargers, so exciting. Godfrey, the left-footed kicker, puts the foot to it. It's in the air, and the kick is good, Eddie Watson.
Okay, and with that, the Chargers are leading the Tigers by a score of 55-0. 1:03 left in the third. You're listening to Charger.
So, no flag. No, they're kicking it from the 45-yard line of Meigs. They did walk off a penalty, and now it's about 30 yards past the end line as Moss, kicking from the Meigs County 45, kicks it all the way about 30 yards into the end zone.
He may hit the fence before the night's over.
Wow. Okay. That's not fair. Timeout is called as now Coach Brandon is calling all of his troops together out there on the field. Charger defense is ready. Meigs County's offense ready to go from their own 20-yard line. There's the handoff to the right side, and he gets out over and picks up about a yard on the play. Meigs County with a pickup of 1, make it second down. And 9 yards to go for a first down. Wide over here to the left is Tyler Pelfrey. Quarterback under is Dylan McKinney. McKinney in the I formation will hand it off to the up back, and he's going to be knocked down for little or no gain. So Meigs County, offense stymied. Eddie, we got about 10 seconds left, and we'll probably not get another playoff before the end of the quarter. So Eddie Watson, that's going to end the quarter, son.
Okay, 55-0. Chargers leading the Tigers. You're listening to Charger football right here on WCPH.
Number 2 in the state. And if one of the two teams loses, that's a sure thing. Meigs County with it. They have it at their own 20-yard line. Here's the snap, the handoff, and man, there's so many tacklers. And there it's a fake, and the ball carrier gets out of there. He's knocked down around the 40-yard line. Boy, Dylan Neely, they faked this announcer off as he had the football over on the other side of the field, Eddie, and he gets out for a Meigs County first down.
Yeah, he almost broke loose, but Rail caught him right there at the last.
Well, the Charger defense thought, as I did, that when he handed it off, the back he handed it off to, they throwed him down, but he didn't even have the football. And what a fine run. That was a good fake. Over here to the right is Matthew Wilcoxon. Meigs County in the I formation. And Dylan McKinney will hand it off this time to the up back, and Dylan Neely will take it out to the 44-yard line. 11 minutes exactly left in this football game. Chargers in the lead, 55-0. Checking in for the Chargers will be Taylor Shaw. Taylor, a sophomore, 5'11", 190 pounds. Coming out, Ben Stiles. There's the snap and the handoff to the ball carrier. He's going nowhere. Knocked down by several Chargers, along with number 53, Eddie.
That's DJ King. And let's see, along with Taylor Watson as well.
So King and Watson on the tackle. Brings up a third down. And about 5 yards to go for a Meigs County first down. They have it at their own 45. Chargers lead 55-0. There's the snap. Ball carrier is going to be knocked down for about a yard loss. Taylor Watson in there on yet another tackle. Boy, he's not holding back, Eddie.
No, he's giving it 100% as Dylan Lawson and Taylor Shaw checking in for the Chargers, and let's say Brian Jolly as well.
Well, I hope Dana and Ted have got a lot of ointment, because Taylor, I know, is going to be sore after this game.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of hits.
And he's given a lot of hits. Meigs County is going to have to kick it away. Fourth down. Have it on their own 44. And here's the kick. It's over to the left. He's aiming for the sideline. Smart move, and it goes out of bounds. And the official looks like he's going to mark it around the 25-yard line. So the Chargers will take over. And looks like we're going to have a change in QB as, well, let's see. Maybe not. 55-0, 8:50 left in the game. I thought we might get somebody to come in the quarterback role.
Well, Rail is on the sideline. We're definitely going to have a new quarterback.
And coming up to the line of scrimmage, it will be Calvin Walker. That's who I thought they might send in. Walker, sophomore, 5'9", 148-pounder, Calvin Walker in for quarterback. The snap to Calvin. And he'll keep it himself. He'll go across the 40-yard line, across the 50, and be knocked out of bounds. And we've got a flag thrown way over on this side of the field.
Waiting to see what that's going to be. That's the only option that Walker had, was to take it himself.
Well, the flag was way over here on this side, and it's going to be against the Chargers, and that's going to call it back. Boy, that was a late flag, Eddie.
Yes, it was. Come out right at the last second as Walker got down the field.
Way over here on this side of the field, and he had to be looking over across the field to see somebody. Nobody close to the official. And on the penalty, it takes it back to the 35-yard line of the Chargers. That's a big loss. They had it inside the 50. And so Central will gear it up again. Calvin Walker. See an action at the quarterback position. Over here to the left is Cody Smith, a sophomore, 5'10", 163-pounder. Wonder if the folks down at Michaels are listening to the football game over their PA. Turn it up a little bit, Lisa. Calvin Walker with the football, keeps it himself. Gets across the 40, across the 45, dragged down at around the 46-yard line.
Taken down by Tyler Reed and Travis Savage.
So Walker taking it himself, marked at the 46-yard line. First down and 10 to go for the Chargers with no measurement on the play. The official said, let's take some time. Let's just call it a first down and won't even have to measure. It was close, Eddie, but he said it was a first down run by Walker. Number 9, Calvin Walker, underneath center. Meigs County man.
Offsides.
Is offsides, and that should be 5 against the Tigers. Stepping in there too quickly was Devin Tate, the sophomore, and he comes immediately out of the game after the offside penalty. On the penalty, Chargers get it at the Meigs County 49. 55-0. Chargers in the lead. 5:37 left in the game. Walker with the football, and he'll hand it off, and getting nothing is Patrick Lindsay. Meigs County had that one smelled out.
Coming in for the Chargers is Cole Paul.
Cole Paul?
Cole Paul.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like something you might say about Paul Wilson.
2 first names.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Paul Wilson was at Johnny Cole's barber shop, he would be Cole Paul. Daniel Walker. I'm stretching, folks.
Yeah.
Calvin Walker, excuse me, not Daniel. Calvin Walker, the quarterback, takes the snap. He still got it, tried to hand it off, kept it back, and now Walker's going to be knocked down around the 48. That was weird. Looked like he was trying to hand it off, and now the official on the backside throws another flag. 4:35 left in the game, and under the mercy rule, Eddie Watson, the clock is running. Thank goodness for the mercy rule. I like that rule.
Yes, I do. It's something new that the TSSAA has instituted, and it's something that's been needed for a while.
It really has. And who can argue with mercy? I don't even believe Paul Wilson would argue with mercy. So, after the penalty against Meigs County, the Chargers, they have it on the 37-yard line of the Tigers. Walker pitches it in the backfield to Lindsay. Here he comes around the left side. Lindsay still on his feet, knocked down around the 26-yard line.
Good run by Lindsay. Took it wide to the left. Tried to go through that Tiger defense and saw he couldn't, and then backed up a little bit, but was taken down by the Tiger defense.
So Lindsay on the carry, and we've got 3:25 left in the game. And remember, the post-game show with Brandon Durick right here on WCPH. We're on the landline. Don't have to worry about time. Got the telephone fixed, and we're in business here. And the Chargers, 55-0 lead, going to win their 3rd straight game of the year. Quarterback under is Walker, back to Lindsay. Lindsay beats the defender. He'll go inside the 20-yard line, being knocked out inside the 20, way on the other side of the field. Coming in, Dylan Lawson.
Yeah, and Sean Wilson as well. And let's see here, Charles Turner.
Seeing some action. So the Chargers, with 2:36 left in the game, they're driving. They've got it inside the 20 at about the 19. Calvin Walker trying to get them in the end zone. And, boy, there's a weird play. Flags are thrown. Snap was made. Ball was laying on the ground. That was a weird-looking play. And so Central down now to 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game, leading 55-0. Walker is going to come over the sideline to get the call. Coming out is Lindsey. And the Chargers, should they score, would get the score total over 60. They lead right now 55-0. They have the ball at the 19-yard line of Meigs County. Calvin Walker with the football, keeps it himself, bounces to the outside, and he'll be dragged out of bounds after picking up, maybe a couple of yards. But the clock continues to run because of the mercy rule.
Coach Derrick,
go ahead, Eddie.
Coach Derrick still trying to get some fresh players in, shuffling them back and forth right now, getting them some playing time.
Coming out of the game is Heath Moses, the freshman. Also coming out is Devin Hunt, the freshman. Wide to the right is Logan Young, a freshman. Calvin Walker takes the snap. The ball is on the ground, and it's going to be recovered by whom?
Well, the Meigs County players are clapping, indicating that they have the ball. We're going to wait and see here.
And it is recovered by Meigs County with 25 seconds left in the game. Eddie Watson, that should just about wind it up. Clock just keeps running. I love that. The score is 55-0. Why rub it in anymore? Chargers have played an outstanding game, and they blow Meigs County away tonight. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and Eddie Watson, that's going to be the final score. Meigs County is going to try to get off one more play, and the ball carrier will be knocked down. And Eddie, that's going to be it.
Well, the Chargers come into tonight's game in the third spot in the rankings in the state, and they proved that with an exclamation point. They beat the Tigers tonight by a score of 55-0. Several great offensive performances and plays by this Charger football team, and my favorite tonight was the pass from Jordan Jackson to Shane Moses. To me, that was the play of the game right there. And the Chargers and the Tigers exiting the field right now, shaking hands with one another. And I tell you what, this Charger team is for real, and you need to come out and support these Chargers. And they just need all of our support right now. The fans, the station, everyone. It's just going to be a great year for this Charger football team.
It really is. They are as advertised. I mean, the big ranking didn't affect the game at all. Central come out, established authority, and they win this football game going away. And we'll have Coach Derrick coming up. Takes usually about 10 minutes to get Coach Derrick up to the press box. But congratulations to the Chargers, winning 55-0 here over Meigs County. Another big win, and Eddie, it's a region win, and so Central 1-0 in the region, and just running the table.